I think it's going quite well. Like I think there's okay, today is quiet as you see, but I think that's because we had a large event followed by a large meeting yesterday, so that's naturally going to take a lot out of people, and obviously the preparation up to that point. I think the winter weather, I think that poses kind of our biggest challenges in making the space nice and attractive to people. But at the same time, I think that these are challenges, that we're addressing, and there's still a lot of people around, a lot of people doing different things in different places. We had a very successful protest last Saturday week, so that kind of goes to show we're still growing, we're still building. We're kind of, I suppose that protest was our focus for a number of weeks prior to it, so we're refocusing now and seeing what the next kind of steps are, but there's no lack of ideas or energy. People come along the whole time, and a lot of the people, I've been here since pretty much the beginning, but a lot of people who are doing huge amounts of work didn't get involved for 2 or 3 weeks after the place got going, and we're working with different groups on specific projects and things, so people are kind of coming in at different times. In a way it started with Occupy Wall Street. Specifically the Occupy movement did, and there's over 2,000 places now, although a lot of places have been closed down in the US, there was over 2,000 at the highest point anyway. I'm not sure exactly how many now, but I think it's much broader than that, as part of a wider wave of protest. Places like Iceland, it's the occupation started on 15th of October, because that was the 5th month anniversary of the occupations in Spain, in Plaza del Sol in Madrid, and in Catalonia as well, and other places like Tahrir Square in Egypt, and the Tunisian uprising. There's a huge uprising of dissent, and people, there's different issues in different countries, but they're united by this huge problem that there's debt is being put onto people who've had no hand in creating it, and there's no real democracy in these different places. So that's what we're looking for more, people to have control over decisions that affect their own lives. I've never seen that before. People have been beeping in support quite a lot. The negative stuff, as I mentioned earlier, the weather is obviously difficult. You can have problems with drunks in the evening, but people who might be aggressive if they've too much alcohol taken. But we're always looking. I suppose every time we do something, we set our sights a little bit higher. So we don't always quite reach them, but and that leads to disappointments. But I think the fact that the sights are set so high is a very positive thing. We have people who cook here, but we also get donations from shops, from individuals, like the woman who just came in there, and whether it's food, whether it's blankets, cash donations. This is it. This is kind of a very much a message we're trying to get out to people. I think some people have the impression that you need to be down here, you need to be in a tent to be able to contribute, and that's not the case at all. If people can come along for, we have our assemblies every day at 6 o'clock. We have a lot of workshops and talks in the evenings. If somebody has an idea, an initiative, we're here to help. We want to work with people. So you can come down for 24 hours, that's great. If you can come down for 2, that's great too. That's kind of the message we're trying to get across there. That it really belongs to everybody. It isn't just the people who stay here.